Let's go. Welcome back. Monday night. Hope you're having a lovely Monday night. I'm going to pull up a chessboard and play some 5-minute blitz. What is my opponent going to play? Sorry, 1 second. Let's go. Yes, we have a game. Okay, symmetrical position. Obviously this d3, I'll play this, yeah, d6 or h6. And now I'll go for this. Slowing this down. Grabbing here. Castle, no hassle. Lovely Monday night. Yeah, just solid in center. Queen here, bishop here. Takes. Okay, now the bishop can't come here. Fork. You have to watch this pawn too. Maybe some eventual coordination with the rook and the bish. Okay, this makes sense. Pinning the knight. This can't be bad. Pin the knight. Maybe provoke this weakness, this h3. Yeah, h3. Bishop comes back here. Maybe some future coordination here. Definitely grab that knight. I think bishop takes. You know, I always like to imagine the ugly moves too. Doubling of the pawns. Always have to look at both the good moves and the ugly moves. Going after the bishop. This is a pawn sacrifice. But maybe not so much because the rook gets active. Opponent's having to think. It's now down on time. So yeah, when the dust settles, it's a 2 light square bishops. We both have a light square bishop. We both have a knight and a pair of rooks. I have this active rook on the 7th here. This bishop trying to get back. If I can move my bishop, then I can play this d5, but I can't. I can bring the bishop here, but then you get this. It does block the bishop. And it does weaken this square if the pawn goes forward. I'm going to attempt this move. Let's go. Trying to attempt this d5, which I think isn't ideal for white. I mean, it looks like it's a quick aggressive plan, but it's expanding, grabbing some square control. But no, I'd like to get this rook active as well. This rook it's nice on the 7th, but there's nobody helping, nobody coordinating with this rook on the 7th rank. Okay, this is forcing pawn takes en passant, knight takes bishop, or knight takes, bishop takes. And I'd have this isolated d pawn. What else? I mean, there's no real sacking ideas here. Don't think. But what I do, I don't just want to sit tight. So yeah, I'm going to go for this. And pre-move here. Pawn takes, en passant, knight takes, bishop takes. And in the very least, we've gotten rid of one of my opponent's central pawns. If pawn takes, en passant. If not, where's the knight going? So knight goes here. And I got tricked with an en passant. I got tricked. Yeah, I thought that was a safe pre-move. But no, that's not a safe pre-move. What exactly happened there? Okay, this knight is loose. Bishop takes, queen takes, queen takes. And my opponent still has these 2 strong pawns. But if queen takes, this is loose. I think I'm gonna go for this. So, queen takes. Queen takes. Fortunately, the knight doesn't have a clever in-between move, a check, stepping out of the trouble. And there's no other checks as well, like the queen can't improve. But this is interesting. The knight goes back, hitting the rook. So yeah, that is a interesting and working in-between move. Zwischenzugs. I'm going to bring my rook here with the idea of defending here and maybe also doubling on the b file. Maybe even if both these pawns get pushed. Yeah, so down a full piece. My opponent swindled me there. Well played. Yeah, very nice. Very nice Zwischenzug. So going after the knight. Guess rook comes back in. So it's important that this rook and this king defend here. This is pretty solid. My king is a little safer than my opponent's king. Check. That's not a check. Queens go laterally. But going after this pawn, if I can grab actually with the rook, then there's always pressure on this. Okay, now there's definitely pressure here. But I'm going to push this pawn. So now the knight's not attacking. But it feels like you can almost sack the whole rook here. Okay. Does this work? No. The problem is if rook takes, rook takes, rook takes, rook takes. Oh, but then I have some checking ideas, don't I? Is it better queen takes? What about this quick check here? Does this check do anything? Oh, this check. Okay, this is the way, ladies and gentlemen. So rook takes. Looks like a rook sack that works, but I throw in this in-between move, this Zwischenzug. Adding another defender to this f6. Let's go. So hopefully right now my opponent is calculating takes. And you can't take with the pawn. Yes, let's go. So yeah, takes. But here's the move. Check. Oh, but the rook can go back. But then check here, and the rook is pinned. So the king has to come here. And no, nothing. Okay. I'm in. Let's go. This check can't be bad. Start with this check. Only move. You don't want to block with the queen. And now I'm just going to simplify. Yeah, these two pass pawns are quite scary. But what else? Like if I don't... Yeah, I'm just going to play here. Play here. Pre-move here, I should say. 50 seconds. Opponent is up about 25 seconds. Yeah, these are nice. Oh, get that pre-move back in. These are nice pass pawns. Okay, there's no check here. There's no check here. But if I can kick the knight, queen doesn't have any checks. Yeah, I'm gonna kick the knight. Knight doesn't have a check here. That's very important. Knight doesn't have a check here. And once the knight goes somewhere, there's a check here. Let's go. Check. Mate. I hope you enjoyed that. I'll see you next time. Cheers.